Hey people, it's Kelly of Print Pray Slay, and I have been loving how everybody is using the Bless This Mess Creative Journal. There are definitely two that came out at the same time. This is the second one. I just wanted to show you guys how I had planned to put it on a Happy Planner disc. That is my preference. I will show you how you could possibly reinforce them if you have any issues or anything like that. Sorry. That's not supposed to happen. And so I'm gonna take the book apart and punch holes in. So some of it already came apart. I've been trying to like break the spine type of thing, where you pretty much open it up so it can lay flat. This has been my testing book, so this is like a proof. So I tried it out on this just to make sure it was possible. I haven't gotten through it because obviously it doesn't have holes in it yet, but that is coming. So while I am showing you, I will show you what I tested it out with. So I definitely recommend gessoing your pages just so your mediums can react the way that you are used to them reacting. So this is dry gelato, in which you're just putting gelato on there and you're smearing it around. This is watercolor, and these are Crayola color pencils. That's why it looks like that. And then these are watercolors. And this is without gesso. Watercolor in different kind of ways. This is smushing, swiping. You see, these are the different pens. So Sharpies, I don't recommend like the regular Sharpie. The Sharpie pen, yes, but not the Sharpie marker. Unless you put gesso on there. Of course, color pencils, highlighters. I have the Java highlighters, the mild liner highlighters. This is the Sharpie pen. Of course, crowns, Jelly Rolls. Then I have the Inkjoy Flare, the Inkjoy Gel. So Inkjoy Flare, if I focus it too much, it did bleed through, but everything else is fine. Some stuff has like a shadowing. What is that has a shadowing? The mild liner has a shadowing. But everything else is kind of fine. And that's a real mild shadowing for the mild liner. All right. Let me see. Gelatos again, but dry. I didn't do, this is what wet gelatos look like without gesso. It didn't blend. So this is just gelatos by themselves. Gelatos again by themselves. I really like how they mix well. So I was just playing around with them. This is the highlighter again, so you can see. Okay, I think this is watercolor. Watercolor, you can see, I think. Okay. All right, this is me just messing around with it. I did not use this with the prompts at all. This is color pencil. And this is acrylic paint, no gesso. It's just acrylic paint on there. And what I did here was I used the washi tape to mask the prompt. And then I peeled the washi tape off once I had acrylic paint all over it. Okay. So, and gel pens on black definitely pop. Let me see. What else did I use? This is watercolor with the gesso. So this page was gesso. This is watercolor with gesso, and this is gelatos with gesso. And this is just acrylic paint, and it looks like marker. All right, so let me show you how I took the book apart. So the book is fused together with like a glue at the spine. So it should be fairly easy to take it apart. So that's what I did with this. I ended up coloring this. I was just sitting here and I was coloring the spine. I might take that off because of course it still has like a little bit of glue residue on it, but I don't know. I might leave it on there. I don't know because I already colored it. But again, this is my proof. So I haven't done this with my other book yet because this has before I did make it perfect, So, I'll show you that I basically went to the book and I kind of pressed on it on the middle. And you can see that when you press on the middle, you can see like the glue kind of coming through. Okay, that kind of makes it easier for you to separate the spine from the actual book. All right, so then I took pieces, like how this is obviously a piece that loves each other, and then I just ripped that off. It's still gonna come in a clunk. Okay, and that's up to you to then go and separate each page on its own. But I'm just trying to get it off the spine for right now. Okay, I took too much. That's gonna be hard to rip. Okay, there we go. Let me see how many pages I'm taking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I guess I'm taking about 6 pages at a time and tearing them off. And then again, you can go through these 6 pages and separate them half and half and do all of that as well. Okay, notice that I left the back page on. The back page is glued to the back of the book. Do not rip this off, okay? Leave the back page where it is. And I think the same thing goes for the front page. Yes, the front page is, yes, the front page is glued as well. You can see like that little piece right there. That means it's stuck to the front of the book. You don't want to rip that because then it just rips your cover. Okay, and the reason why I want to put mine on this, let me explain that, since I'm like, what is the reason for all this, Kelly? The reason I want to put mine on disc is because I like how with disc I'm able to be more versatile with my book. I'm able to add tip-ins. I am able to work on that page alone. Like if I want to take my book somewhere or take pieces of my book somewhere. Okay, I just noticed that this page and this page are together, so you have to leave the first and second page alone. And then be careful with this page. There we go. Okay, now let's see. But yeah, I'll punch a hole in it, and I can, like, you know, deal with this page on itself. It can lay flat. I can like work as one canvas and kind of like spread it across. But this is just my preference. I'd like everything on Happy Planner Disc. I really just like how I can take something apart, add things to it, and things like I can add the disc and I can make them different and just all of that. So I just like that disc system. So now we have a shell. We are going to have to get rid of the spine because I mean, we're not going to use it. It's not going to have a spine. It's going to have a, it's going to have the disc. Let me see if I can. Ooh, it is coming apart. So maybe I can take this second page off. Slowly. Slowly. There we go. All right. Keep your book intact. If you lose order, again, you don't do the book in order, but you can use this. This has the scriptures in the order in which they are set in the book. So you're going to use that as a reference if you need to put them, you know, back together. If you want them to be in the same order that they were before. All right, that's a nice little stack. Okay. And let's see. So I have the back page and the front page. So that is when I think I'm coming with this. I got my scissors out. This took forever to find. They ended up hiding in the back of my drawer. I looked all over the house. I looked in the truck for these scissors, knowing good and well, when did I cut something in the truck? But you just never know. Stuff around here grows legs and decides to walk off. All right, I'm gonna take off this extra glue. This is the glue. I don't need that. So you can tell what's glue. It's like kind of hard and yellow. Okay. So I was thinking I was going to cut the, like, trim these. But then I remember I have a trimmer. So I can use that to trim it. And that's what I'm going to use to trim the book. So my idea is that I want it possibly at this right here, this spine, like the line in which it curved, this right here, basically. I think I want to cut there. And if I cut there, let me use one sheet. Well, here go a sheet right here. You know what? I'm going to cut in the middle and see how I like the middle cut. I'm going to do that. I'm just going to cut down this middle of this right here. And it's actually a line in the middle of that too, if you can see mine. This is where I've been bending the book, trying to get it to, you know, relax the spine. I've been doing a lot of that to relax it. So let's see. I'm going to cut more than cut less than I thought. And then if I need to, I can always cut more off. But if you cut it too short, then you just, short. So I'm going to line that line up right there. And I must have some glue left on there. It was a little hard. Let me see, my little blade came off though. It's a little unclean. That's where you come in, scissors. I knew you had a job today. I'm glad you showed up for work. It's not a lot, just a little bit. Okay, so now we got a thing that look like this. This one look a hot mess too. Let me clean this up. But I mean, the journal is Bless This Mess. So I guess it will be okay if the cover look a bit messy. All right, so now we got something that look like this. And these are even. Look at her. Okay. So then if I punch a hole in here, let me see if I bring these back. That would mean that my covers are longer than my pages, which is what the typical cover is for a Happy Planner. The cover is typically longer. Let me show you how much longer. Oh, can you see that? Let me put my hand there. You know what? I had a post-it note. Where's post-it note? Okay, so now you can see. It's about, I don't know. That's not nowhere near an inch. It's like a millimeter of space between them. I can cut that off, and then the book and the cover can be even. I can do that. Basically, that's this. If I wanted to cut this off, I can do that. Let me see. Am I making a decision? Make a decision. Make a decision. Let me see how far these Happy Planner punches are going to go. So to do that, I'm going to take the backing off of my Happy Planner punch. I'm going to put this in there. And then I will be able to see how deep it will go. I need you to just get in there. Hold on. Oh, I really need to take more of this glue off. I probably need to cut it off just because of the glue itself. Hold on, I'm trying to take some more glue. There we go. And then this little chunk. All right, more glue taken off. So I'm gonna put it in there like that, and I'm gonna turn it around, and then I will be able to see. Basically, I don't want to cut John. I don't want to cut John. I don't want to cut John. So I'm pushing it in there. Hold on, first I'm gonna put it in there right. I want to just push it in there. I need to put it down on the table. Okay, there we go. All right, so I want to see, is it going to cut John? It does not look like it's going to cut John, but it actually looks like it's nowhere near cutting John either. I can see that it's by this little blue speck right there is where it would go. So let's pull it out and see what that is. This little blue speck right here. So that means if I take this little inch off, it will go up a little bit more. And that probably would cut into John. But I think I want this gone. I mean, because once I punch it, that's it. So I'm sitting here trying to make life decisions. Do I want to keep that there and punch it like this? I'm gonna take it off because I just don't think that looks right. And if I happen to cut in a John, I didn't want to, but I don't think I want this gluey part either. Why is the test? Oh, this is the back. I was like, why is the test pages in the front? Okay. So then I can use this as a means to trim the edges of all the rest of the stuff. Because when I cut it, I took and made the cover smaller than the pages a little bit. So that would mean I need to cut all the pages. But I was going to have to cut them anyway if I didn't want the glue on the side. So now I can use this as a temp. Tell me where I need to cut. So if I'm doing it here, I basically, let me see, do I need to, first let me see if I can just take the glue off. If I take the edge and bring it to, okay. Does this page go? Yeah, this page go first. Say, what's going on with that? All right. I think what I'm gonna do is measure from this edge right here. Oh goodness, I'm not showing you nothing. This edge right here, I wanted to touch this orange line, and I think that'll be my my gauge. And in that way, I think my pages will be shorter than this. Let me see. Yeah, and that way my pages will be shorter than my cover. And I honestly, I think that's what I want. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay. Okay, so they'll be shorter by that same millimeter that we had before. That will look like a millimeter to me. Basically a slight little difference. You can see right here. Okay, so this is my cover, and this is my what you call them. Now if you go laminate your cover, automatically that makes it longer than this. Of course they're gonna still be the same height. It's gonna be that the cover is gonna be a little longer, and I'm fine with that. All right, and if you want this page to be shorter like this, these ones, you would just cut that on this side and cut a little bit off. All right, so I'm gonna put these to the side. And honestly, it does not matter if you like make the pages shorter, longer, whatever the case may be. Some journals are made like that, I have noticed. You do want to make sure that you cut it on the right side. You know, you're not supposed to be cutting that part off. So to make sure. Okay. This is the part where I'm supposed to speed up the video, because I don't think people gonna want to see me cut over and over. I think I'm gonna leave it here. All right, so I'm gonna do those, and then I'm gonna get into this back. All right, like I said before, the back has a page, a test page with the barcode, made in the US. Oh, Delaware, that's a little bit near me. Hey, I'm going to, let's see, I line it up. Yep, it's basically taking this part off. All right, so I'm gonna cut at that same line right here, maybe a little, yeah. Glue makes it so. All right. Did that make this? No, it's still fused. Good. All right, then I'm gonna clean it up with these scissors. And I'm gonna have to do this again with my other book. All right. Now I feel like I am ready. That's what it's gonna look like. Good. All right. Now I'm ready to do my my punches. It should go in way cleaner now. Now this is a cleaner, smoother edge. Ooh, that feels so. It has no glue on it now. I took all the glue off. And it did. It slid right in there. Now, I want to look and see. I'm going to turn it this way. Because I want to be able to see. Where does it go? Do I want my disc all the way at the top? Let's see if I want to make it even. You see I have one over here and that's a little closer than this one. So if I slide it over like this, this will be even. This will be the most even. And let me see. That will take off the tip of the J of John. But you can still read it. So I'm going to clamp it down. Is that it? Yep. It still look like John. It still look like John. All right, cool. John is himself. Oh. Well, I did that on purpose. I will say, oh, I got this mess because I don't have this to catch all the stuff. But, just want to make sure everything is on the right line. If you ever mess up and say you accidentally punched on another side, like I punched this on an accident and I really wanted it to be like this, you can put washi tape on it or clear tape on it and then repunch it. Washi tape if you don't want the holes to show. You know, clear tape is clearly going to show the holes. But I don't know if you don't want that washi tape on your design. I would just use washi tape, flip it over and then punch it again. But this is pretty much, these front pages are the only pages that have print on front and back, to where you would mix them up and not really know which one. But just know God goes first, then my family, and then explaining to y'all about the book. All right, and other than that, every prompt, you know, just punch it the way you see it. You're going to turn it over. It should be a blank page, or it might have some kind of decor on it. But every prompt is this way. All right, so I will put this in there. I will remember, will I? Where I set this up at. I know I set it to be even. Okay. I don't think the Happy Planner punch can take much. So you might want to make sure that you keep it to a minimum of pages that you put in there to punch at a time. So I wouldn't put the cover in there with anything else. You just saw me do 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. So yeah, I would stick to something like that. This goes this way. I'm not even worried about this. I mean, it doesn't have you know, scripture on it or anything. It does have my information. But I feel like by this time, if you bought the book, you know where to find me. Why did I act like that took so much effort? Like I was really doing a big task. Alright. It just took out a little bit on my YouTube, but that says Slay Shop. Alright, now I have some discs just to show you about the discs. Obviously, I'm not about to do this whole book right now. This video's already about 30 minutes. So I have these discs that my friend bought me. They are metal discs. Because Happy Planner, I don't know why, but they bojangling on the black metal disc. Unless you got that anniversary pack. And I didn't. So, Michelle, thank you again for the disc. This is what I was saving it for my book. Oops. There we go. So it goes like this. Ooh, just enough disc. All right, so this is what it's looking like. This is mine. This is my Bless This Mess creative journal. Well, part 2. Now I gotta do part 1. So again, this is gonna be stuck together. But then it starts like this. And let's say I want to work on, you know, a particular spread. I'm just gonna, you know, take this page out, work on that, pop it back in. Now, if you feel like you want to reinforce your pages, again, you would just take this out, get washi tape that I did not have prepared. Hold on a second. Do I want to use the black? You can use washi tape, or you can use clear tape. Regular, this is regular tape. So washi tape if you feeling fancy, regular tape if you feeling regular. like I just wanted to be clear. Now be mindful that if you do that, you won't be able to probably use your mediums over top of this tape or this tape. Okay, so if you wanted like a seamless thing where you take your 2 pages out and you tape the back of them together, so that when you sit them down, like they're taped on the back, so they're stuck together like this, and then you start working your stuff together and it like a design goes across them, then you won't be able to have that design because the tape is right there. Okay, this is just if you feel uncomfortable with how the Happy Planner punched. I am okay with how this punched. I'm okay with this paper and how it punched. Because some people like to reinforce with washi tape. That is not me, so I'm not going to do that, but I wanted to show you, you know, washi tape decorative or, you know, regular tape. Let's see, another thing is if you think it'll be easier to do, you know, a design, like, you know how these are still glued together a little bit, leave it like this, work on that design, and then punch your book together, like after you finish the page, like after you finish the spread, if that's what you want to do. Okay, so you can leave these together. Let me move these out the way. They get in the way. You can leave these together. Work on them. Sorry about that. They are nice and flat. Work on it. And then when you finish your spread, or this part of the spreads, like you do both of these spreads, and then you can go ahead and punch the holes after you finish, if that's how you prefer. I'm probably just gonna punch the holes. That's just what I'm gonna do. And I'm used to working in a journal like that because my Happy Planner has the holes already punched. But my collage journal that's in my Happy Planner, I do my collaging first and then I punch my holes. That's, you know, so it depends on what I will be, you know, doing for each journal. But I just wanted to make sure you had that option. There's nothing saying that you have to punch all the holes now. It's nothing saying that you have to rip your book apart. You don't have to put it on Happy Planner disc. You can put it on spiral. I've seen people do that. You can leave it like it is. I've definitely seen people do that. Or you can put it on rings, like, you know, actual hole punched rings, like a ring planner. So it's whatever your jam is. This just happens to be mine. This is just my plan. I had this. This is what I wanted to do the whole time. I did want to make it, the original plan was to make it the size of a mini Happy Planner, but then I thought that was too small to do as much art as I would like to do inside of the journal when I was trying to work on it, like pre-work on it in a mini Happy Planner size. And that was because I wanted to possibly use a Happy Planner cover. to put over top of it. But you can just laminate this cover, then punch the holes, or get a cover made and then punch the holes. But either way, I think I like it this way, especially since this cover is really sturdy. I love the feel of it. Like, I just think of red velvet cake, which ultimately is chocolate cake, just red. I'm gonna have cake today. Because I'm celebrating, because I'm so excited that you all have been putting in like your reviews, and I've been seeing everybody purchase, and I just met a like, it wasn't really a milestone, but I think it's a great goal, is that I've had over 200 sales so far, and I'm so excited about that. Like, I'm really excited to see how people are using this journal, this one and the first one. I just happen to be punching the first one first because this is the first copy I got, but I will be doing both later on. But I'm excited about that, and this is gonna be awesome. I plan on updating videos of how I use my journal. I can tell you right now, I'm going to be skipping around like throughout both journals, and I don't plan on doing anything in order. And that's why the prompts, the directions kind of tell you that. So I'm going to finish cutting all of these off, and I think I'll show you the end result after I cut all these off for this journal. And then I'll start on my first one. I'll get my first one all cut up also. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now this Saturday morning. All right. When you see it again, you'll see that this journal will be completed in here. And I just love, look at the way, like, I like that. I like to see all of this going on in it. Again, I was just, you know, testing mediums in this version. But I'm definitely going to still use it. So, I'll be right back. All right, this is how it turned out. We got our cover. It's still fused to the first page. Flipping through. Looks nice. This is, you can see a bigger, larger prompt and how it doesn't go to the side at all. Didn't have to cut that off. This, of course, it's okay. Same thing. So it turned out good. I am loving it. Black page. So I think it turned out really good, really well. So I'm going to do my other book, and then when you see maybe a flip through on Instagram, it'll have both of them in there. I'm gonna have so much fun with this meme page. I already picked out my memes. Maybe that'll be the first page I do. I don't know. But this is how it turned out. This is the front. This is the back. And I still have to do book number 1. And yeah. I hope you enjoyed the process. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below and I'll let you know. Again, these are not Happy Planner discs, but this very well will work with Happy Planner discs because I have a Happy Planner punch. So it could be lavender discs. I think these are discs from Etsy. My friend got them for me again. And I think I'm going to put both books on the same. And maybe when they get really chunky, then I'll have one book with this these discs in the other book with other discs, or Happy Planner has expander discs. So then I'll use these discs somewhere else and have this on expander discs or classic discs, because right now these are mini Happy Planner discs, just in case you were wondering. They're on mini right now. So and it fits with just one book, so I can imagine, and when I get into put both books on here, it may not fit actually, but this is the plan so far. So again, let me know if you have questions. Hopefully you liked the process video. This is all I needed in order to get this done. Boom. So I had fun. All right, so I can't wait to see how much you guys are doing inside of the journals. Please remember to tag at printprayslay on Instagram or Facebook. And if you do a YouTube video, please send me the link so I can watch it and support your video and subscribe. And don't forget to leave a review. I really, really appreciate looking at the reviews. Let me go. That's Miko. All right. Bye-bye.